The paint is getting dry really quickly today for some reason. It's not even hot, so I don't know why. Anyway, I'm here now, I'm focused. So I'm working on painting everything right now, and I have some thoughts. And these thoughts are about using real dried flowers, plants, dried moss on this project, and I decided that I won't be using them. Yeah, I'm going to stay away on this project from any dried flowers and things like that. I will be using still some sticks probably, and I have a bunch of stones, so I'm gonna use these. But instead of real dried flowers, I'm gonna use paper. I'm gonna use fabric, and I'm going to use those beads. Hello friends and family, how are you feeling today? I have a question for you. Do you know that feeling? You know, the one that hits you late at night when you're trying to fall asleep, but your brain decides to work overtime and starts asking you questions? For example, what would happen if I lost all my teeth? Or what if I was a mushroom and I wanted to do something with my life and start a corporate career?
Wake up! Wake up!
Ew. Who are you?
I'm your brain! Who else?
Okay, so that's why I didn't recognize you. We don't talk too often lately, do we?
Well, I suppose not, but you really need to listen to me.
You know what? I rather not. I'm going back to sleep now.
Red caps with massive shoulder pads. A town hall full of penny bombs discussing Q3.
Can you see that I'm sleeping now? I'm not interested.
Stocks, stonks.
Oh my.
Miss Porcini on her cellular telephone. Sell or not to sell? That is the question. We need to make a miniature of that.
Well, that's debatable, but sure, let's give it a try. Oh, it's only me. Okay. So, forget what you saw, forget what I said. But we're going to do this anyway today. Sorry. This is your last chance to click away. So, here's the plan. Today, we are making a miniature. But not just any miniature. Oh no. We're doing late 80s, early 90s, stock market meets magical world of mushrooms. Why? Honestly, I wish I know. It started as a dream and I need to recreate it before it fades away. Before it blurs into... Oh, another assistant came. Before it blurs into a mental swamp and disappears forever. I know, lunch is in 20 minutes. Can you both be patient? Mama is working now. My little prince. So, I've got this dome. This is how it looks like. This cloche. Yes, I know, a fancy word or two. And I want to build my mushroomy corporate system inside of it. Mushrooms in power suits, fake jewelry, massive shoulder pads, too much lipstick, and definitely some questionable HR decisions. Do I question my life choices sometimes? Sometimes. But the older I get, the less I bother. But before I'll go absolutely ham with designing this tiny corporate world inside this beautiful cloche, I think I need to take care of character design first. Sounds good? I sure hope so. I want everything to feel like it belongs to the dome. So I pulled a few mushroom references and character ideas. The first one is a porcini mushroom. I think it's very cute. And I think this mushroom would absolutely work in HR. So I will try to pull this gentle and unnerving vibe with this one. At least I'll try. I'll try. So the second character, Morel. I've never seen it in real life, but from what I've seen on the pictures, it does give off main character energy. A total girl boss. This is my fan cast for the CEO. Lastly, Red Cap. Very classic mushroom. Everyone knows him. Might be an assistant. Slightly nervous. And may have opinions about printer toner. Will this dome fit 3 characters? Maybe. I hope so. Let's just design some characters, huh? I am so tempted to make them from fabric. I just can't do that. Firstly, I have tons of work on the rest of the diorama, and I know that already. And secondly, I really want to practice sculpting a bit more, especially after this spun cotton drama. I'm still thinking about it. I need a redemption. I still feel I do need a redemption after that. Spun cotton! Oh, anyway, I need to take some measurements right now of the whole thing, and I need to figure out how to pose my characters. I want this whole scene to be vertical, so I think I will need to design some steps, ladders, maybe some desks on top of each other. I still don't know. There is something happening in my brain right now, so I will need to draw those soon before I forget. So for sure, I want Miss Morel to be up here, and I will have 3 characters. Why? Because I want the scene to be visible from all around. So I just want to do this and have a different view every time I do this. Of course, I will need also some natural touches, because I don't know if you know, but this 80s or 90s scene of a stock market is still gonna take place in the forest. So I think a visit to the garden is long overdue. So I need to gather some moss, find some twigs and other stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see what we're gonna get. You get my vision? No? Okay. That's fine. You're gonna see it soon. Hey, hey, your favorite chaos sister is here. So as you can see, I am working on some furniture. I have pieces of wood absolutely everywhere, just to get the scale right. I think it would actually be better for me to scale the characters to the furniture and not the other way around. Simply because my eyes are not in the best condition today. I want my eyes to feel comfortable with this size. Yeah, just rest a bit. Anyway, it turns out I had 3 planks of balsa wood stashed away, which is great because it means that I don't need to use a saw on this project. So it's going to be a bit less dusty. It's just me and my scalpel, and I'm really happy about it. But there's also a little downside of working with balsa. So consider this a quick PSA For anyone who might be thinking about making a miniature anytime soon, as you can see, I don't have a problem with lifting this plank of balsa wood because balsa wood is very light and also very porous. And when you are working with balsa wood and super glue, things can get a bit weird. Because balsa is so porous, the surface area that comes in contact with super glue is a bit bigger than if you're, for example, trying to glue two smooth pieces of plastic. The glue basically sinks straight through the pores. It's a very quick process, and this causes a very rapid polymerization. I think I'm saying this correctly. It cures so quickly that it releases heat and vapors. It just releases smoke. But don't panic, it's absolutely normal. This is just how it works. This is how super glue works. The smell, unfortunately, is very chemical, and you need to do this in a well-ventilated room. Open some windows, please. Anyway, enjoy the footage of me working on those tiny little bits and bobs as much as I'm going to enjoy making it. I want to turn this abandoned greenhouse into a cozy sanctuary for my elderly cat. But before I can do that, I need to get rid of all of this. Hello, welcome to Hen Abbey, where dreams come true and come to die. The problem with my hens still persists. These little dinosaurs are still drinking sink water, and I still can't focus on the greenhouse renovations because the only thing I can think about and focus on is my little hens and their weird hydration habits. But good news, the pavement is already here. It's ready to be installed. Theoretically, as you can see, the water in the water tank experiment hasn't gone down at all. I even tried to give them a bigger tank, but they're still ignoring it. Also, have you seen the weeds inside their backyard? The hens, they're not coming here anymore. This backyard belongs to the weeds now. So, I have a new plan now. This massive Waterford crystal. Maybe it's not Waterford. I don't know where did it come from. I bought it in the thrift shop. My dog was drinking from it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Will this enchanted goblet entice them to drink properly? I sure hope so. Although, let's be honest, the soapy sink water hasn't stopped them producing the biggest eggs I have ever seen. Especially Dolly. She's a true egg powerhouse. Also, can someone please help me figure out what to do with this amazing chicken spa that they made inside this greenhouse? It's a full-blown chicken wellness retreat that's going to be paved soon. In a few days, or probably weeks. I hope next time we'll meet, I will be knee-deep inside the greenhouse, paving it and restoring it to its formal beauty. I hope I will be able to transform it into a cozy sanctuary for my cat, for my hens, and maybe for myself as well, if there's gonna be enough space. I don't know. I don't know if any of you have ever worked on this smaller scale before. Doesn't matter if it's painting, drawing, writing, but to get it right, you really have to calm yourself down. Slow your breathing, sometimes even stop breathing entirely, just to get the brush or your hand to hold steady. And it really does become a habit. And in my opinion, it's actually a great way to train yourself to relax in stressful situations. I really do recommend it. Yes, it's weird, but it works. Anyway, how do we like? Not too shabby, in my opinion. Yeah, everything's slowly coming together. Well, it's a few days later. It's also quite late in the day, but things happened. My cat, Fyodor, he's quite poorly. My little Baba, he's actually sleeping on the bed right now. So, poor little fella, he managed to catch a cold and he's sneezing like there's no tomorrow. So, a vet visit was definitely in order. Yes, it was. But yeah, I'm here now. My desk is definitely still recovering from all the clay and all the dust. Same with my camera and my tripod. You don't want to see how my camera looks like. I tried to clean it. I really did. I tried my best. But there's a new problem in Fetter household and it's called super glue. I managed to spill a lot on my desk and yeah, if you have any idea how to get rid of it, I'll be very thankful. I tried acetone, I tried hot water, but it's still there and I really don't want to scratch it. Any ideas? Please tell me in the comments. Dad, please help me. But that's okay. You know, accidents happen. This is life. And today is, I think, an assembly day. I don't know. I'm actually buzzing right now. The day is still young-ish, so things can happen. Oh. So my dog, he's trying to be really nice to our cat and he's trying to groom him, but the cat is not having it. Oh, poor little Baba. The paint is getting dry really quickly today for some reason. It's not even hot, so I don't know why. Anyway, I'm here now, I'm focused. So I'm working on painting everything right now, and I have some thoughts. And these thoughts are about using real dried flowers, plants, dried moss on this project, and I decided that I won't be using them. Yeah, I'm going to stay away on this project from any dried flowers and things like that. I will be using still some sticks probably, and I have a bunch of stones, so I'm gonna use these. But instead of real dried flowers, I'm gonna use paper. I'm gonna use fabric and I'm going to use those beads. Okay. No. Stay. No, don't eat them. Na. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Gigi, don't eat them. Okay. Why did I think that's a good idea? I'm sorry. I think I can use those wooden beads and turn them into blueberries. Gauki, if you're gonna find one, please don't eat it. Oh my goodness. Okay, one more is here. It's mainly because I think more artificial look will just work better with the characters that I designed. If my characters were more creepy and realistic looking, I think I would just use the dried flowers and, dried moss and stuff like that. I wanted to say something more, but I don't know anything anymore. I need to find the rest of the beads because I think they're under the couch. There are a few here. Oh, yeah, this is where we are now.
And what do you think? I am quite chuffed with myself, to be honest. I think it looks absolutely adorable and I just can't get enough of it. It was such a fun project to make, really, and I have this massive itch to start something bigger ASAP. And something bigger is actually coming, and actually quite soon. Let's say I just made a really bad and questionable purchasing decisions a few years back, and it's time to get back to working on that project. Spoiler, it's horror themed. So, I think the whole composition turned out really nicely. It's very harmonious. Come here. I love the colors. I absolutely love that I can just do this. And I have a different view every time. And with that being said, I am quite happy that Miss Morel had an accident. I know, a very controversial thing to say, especially that I spent tons of time working on her hair, which was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. But I don't think I would be able to fit her inside the dome, and I'm not sure how I would be able to balance her on top of the furniture anywhere, actually, because like she was a bit wobbly. At least this is what I'm telling myself. When I start to feel sad about her downfall. As I said before, accidents happen and that's life. Although, like, I really miss this 90s girl boss moment. It is missing from the diorama, but I like to think this accident was for the better. Oh, and I'm renewing my appeal about the super glue tips and tricks. I really need your help. My desk is, yeah, I need your help. Please let me know down in the comments what I should do. I think it's time to say goodbye, but before I do that, I just wanted to thank you, my Patreons, Melissa, Mary, and Galaxy Media, and we have 2 new Patreons, Rhowena and Beth K. I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly. Please let me know if, something's wrong. So thank you for joining and for supporting this chaos. If you would like to join them, you can do that by following me on Patreon or on Coffee, whichever tickles your fancy. The links will be in the description below. I also have an Instagram, so if you want to message me, if you want to have a little chat, I'm also there under my real name. I think the Little Lady Turnip Instagram account is about a tiny beagle, so that's why I don't have my channel name there. Oh, one more last thing. Please subscribe and comment. I know, very YouTuber of me, you can make fun of me, but that really helps the channel. The thing is that when you're not commenting under the videos, I'm just getting lost in the algorithm. So even if I'm posting new stuff, you're not gonna get any notifications. So this is YouTube, okay? I don't make the rules. Grandma, you don't need to comment. Don't worry, you're doing amazing. I know YouTube is very complicated. So yeah, I love you. So see you soon. I hope you will have a great week. Get some rest, stay crafty, and we'll see each other soon. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful and sweet? That was about Stevie.